Hello, everybody. Once again, it is the American Doofus Show. Don't be a doofus. We're joined by our man, Apollo. Apollo, co-founder of End All Racism. You and I tried to start a group to bring people together. Man,
Right.
Is our country going backwards?
I wouldn't say it's going backwards. It's just this is the times we're living in, man. It ain't just our country; it's the world. This is a world issue that's going on right now. It's just a weird place to be.
Yeah, yeah. And Minneapolis, it seems like something's kicking off there every 3 or 4 weeks.
Yeah, man. The police then did a no-knock warrant on this little young dude looking for another young dude and killed him. The police chief came out. She's like an interim police chief, but she came out with one story, but then the body cam footage showed a total different story. And now, the protest is going on, and the AG's talking about charging. And the thing about it is, the AG, he's a Muslim dude. He's a Muslim black man. The
Keith
attorney general.
Ellison.
Exactly. I done met him in person a couple times. He's
I,
actually super cool, down to earth, man.
I know Keith from my years in politics and at
Right.
national conventions. We did a thing together in Chicago called Daily Coast. It was yearly coast. It was a convention of all the coasts and all the bloggers and all those people. So that's when I first met Keith. But yeah, I've been following his career, and actually one of my interns worked with him for a while. So
Right.
yeah, he's a good dude.
Yeah, super down to earth, approachable guy, man. That's why I say it's like we just need more people like that to keep getting into politics, man, and stuff like that. Because to be honest with you, like I said, I wouldn't even say it's our country, man. It's the world is real screwed up right now, man. It's been for a little while too. It's like you don't really know. No one really knows what's going on.
Do you feel like it might be spiritual?
Well, from the spiritual aspect, of course, I'm agree with that. But a lot of people don't think like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you're a spiritual person, you definitely see signs of what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Everything's connected.
And yeah, I say, is it spiritual? It's about economics. Everything's always about money. Okay.
Right.
But I see spiritual lines being drawn too.
Good and evil, man. Everything gets divided with good and evil, man. If you really want to break it down to the basics, it's like good and evil, man. It's that simple. It sounds, you know what I'm saying? Like it could be deeper than that, but it really boils down to that.
It does. It really does. And it's not about pigment of skin or, it's not about your location. It's not about it's about what's in your heart.
Exactly, man. There's a lot of evil people out here, man. There's a lot of good people out here. And it's like, I don't know how the end's gonna come or however the world works or whatever, but I just know it's like this is the strangest I've seen things be like strange for like a extended period of time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, I mean, things get weird. I've been fortunate. I've been blessed to live for a fairly long time. And
Right.
Things have gotten weird in the past. Things got weird in the 60s. They got weird in the 70s. They got really weird in the 80s. And
Right.
but it wasn't like this. It wasn't constantly at each other's throat for such an extended period of time. And it just feels like we've got factions in our country that are just itching to just do evil.
Man, I'm gonna tell you this. Sometimes you gotta take a step back and look at the big picture. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people don't do that in life. But here's an example of looking at the big picture. So like, it's been a lot of killings going on with the police and a lot of things been happening to black men or whatever. And realistically, it's like I'm connecting how the race is trying to be implemented, like race, conflict is trying to be implemented by higher up people. And what I mean by that is just like there's groups that's coming out here, screaming that there's for this and for that, like they're for a certain group and a certain people, but really they got their own agenda and it's a big machine behind them pushing them to spit their rhetoric. And for example, I don't know if you listen to whatever, I forgot what the show's called, but Charlemagne the God, you ever heard of him?
Uh-huh.
So what blows my mind is, I'm not even a hater like that, but this dude, he's able to talk super duper racist and with no consequences. You can't tell me that's not connected. His homegirl is a Democratic lady, and she's into politics, and so there's certain groups politics that you know is dirty. And all of a sudden, I hear him regurgitating stuff she says, but it just blows my mind. Like, I couldn't imagine somebody from another race talking that reckless about black people on radio every single day. You know what I'm saying? That's not even, I'm just not even playing devil's advocate. It's just in general, just showing how the world is like, there's bigger things being pushed. Like, people want him to do what he's doing for a reason, because they're going against the people that feel like that from other races, and they want that push. At the end of the day, like you said, money. You know what I'm saying? It's about money and power. And so they try to keep people separated and use them like little chessboard pieces, you know what I'm saying, to achieve their agendas. And it's like, okay, we're going to cater to these people to get the numbers, and we're going to cater to these people to get the numbers. They're all trying to get followings and trying to get the most followings. That's all it's about, man. It's a game.
Yeah. Yeah.
And people fall right for it.
And especially in politics, you know,
right.
I got into politics to try to be a leader. I got into politics to try to inform people and to try to make change. Most people that get into politics to listen to what the voters want and regurgitate what the voters want, make it sound like it's what they want too, even though they don't care. It's all about the money. It's all about power. It's all about what you can make happen once you get into that political office. And it's all about profits, not about people. Right.
I'm telling you, man, it's like, one thing I learned though, man, if you just do your everyday living and keep to your family, man, you can kind of, your stress levels can stay low. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't really deal with too many people. I just like, you know, I got a wife and my kids at the house. So it's like, I just fuck with my family. And it's like, outsiders, you get limited access to me, but I keep it. I go to work, come home, do what I do, hang out with my family. And, you know, I go a few places, but in general, my circle is very small. You know what I'm saying? And these times you can't just be out and everything, because, man, it'll have you like, you'll be going all types of ways. You'll be angry one minute, you'll be sad one minute. It's just so, the world's just under crazy. And like I said, it's a lot of big people pulling strings, controlling people. Like I said, Charlamagne God, I just use him as an example only because it blows my mind every time I listen to that radio station. It's like a radio you can just turn on in your car, and he's just talking super racist and reckless. And it's like, dang, if somebody from another race was saying that about me, I'll be hot. I would have been, so many people would have called the radio station. And I'm not saying, like I said, I'm not playing devil's advocate. I just feel like I know someone's pushing Charlamagne God to do that because he's protected. He hasn't been punished for it. Because in any other situation, you would get punished for the way he acts. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, that's why I say at the end of the day, it's all about power and money, and the people are pulling strings. And just, I wish people would wake up, but you can't get everybody to think on that level, man.
But and how he talks specifically about the white race. Okay.
Right, man. I mean, calling people mayonnaise, it's like, come on, man. It's like, if somebody said that about me, dude, and even if they weren't talking directly to me, just saying that, it's like, I wouldn't have nothing positive to say to you if I see you in person. You know what I'm saying? That'll really make me, you know, kind of feel aggressive towards you, you know, in person. But it's like, like I said, I know why he's getting away with it. Like I said, he's affiliated with a chick that's a little Democrat politic chick, and you know, she's connected to the, you know, the little cliques inside of politics.
Yeah.
And they're using him to help with the separation thing. That they're pushing that black versus white or minorities versus white. They're pushing that agenda because, you know, Trump came in, he had majority, all the white people on his side, and then the Democrats went after all the minorities. And this is the way they see different ways to keep control of them. Like, they give you benefits to count on them. You know what I'm saying? They'll try to take care of you so that you depend on them to control you. And then they use people with money. They'll give you money. Like, for example, Charlamagne God makes good money. That dude's not intelligent. That dude's not nothing cracking like that. And he makes good money because he's a puppet. He'll do what he's told. And they love people like that. You got a big audience and you'll do what you're told for money. You'll sell your soul for money. They love people like that. And that's on both sides. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, at the end of the day, I can talk circles around it, but it's good versus evil. End of the day, man. Good versus evil.
Of course, it's on both sides. I had, I was courted to run for office because my great uncle was the governor of Indiana, you know, back in the 1960s. So there's name recognition. I can talk well, you know, I speak well, and I write a good speech. So I was a rising star. The only problem is I'm not a go along to get along kind of guy. And as soon as they learned that, man, I was out.
Right.
But they couldn't nationally, I was out. They couldn't get rid of me locally because everybody agreed with what I was saying. you know,
Right.
but
Right.
you got to have it's a dollars thing. That's all it is. It's a dollars thing.
Right.
And it's
Life's
even
too
going to
short to
become
be on that.
it's even going to become more so with all the voting changes they're making, you know, with all the changes in how you can vote, when you can vote, where you can vote. It's just all it's doing is narrowing the people that will vote. And it was just like you said, it's about getting the people to vote that will vote for you no matter what, to keep you in power so you can do your real agenda.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And it's like what's crazy is it's blatant. Like it's not really that hidden for you to catch on. If you just a moderate thinking person, you should be able to see what's going on. It's just because it's been going on for so long, but you do get to the point where it's like, what can you do? But it's like you just got to figure out a way to just survive in the atmosphere
Survive.
because yeah, you just got to figure out a way to survive in the atmosphere. You got to play the cards you dealt. You know what I'm saying? And there's ways to make it happen. You know what I'm saying? But you're never fully away from it. But there's a way to stay under the radar.
Yeah.
What they say.
And is it wrong to say that would be your advice to people as much as possible? Stay under the radar.
Man, for real. It's very relaxing. Very keep your sanity, man, and stay out of this wicked world. This world's crazy, dude. That's why I say you look at life. Like when my dad died, I started looking at life different. You know what I'm saying? And it's like life is short, dude. My dad was 67, so it's like you don't know when you're gonna go, and so it's just like you gotta think about it. We ain't got that much time in service, so there's got to be something cracking after this. So it's just like I just see this as, hey, maybe Earth is just supposed to be what it is, full of evil and this and that, and you just got to survive it. And then who knows what comes next in the spiritual world. But I really think this ain't the end of, what I'm saying? A lot of people say, oh, you just die and you sleep. I don't believe that, what I'm saying? Especially how circumstances happened in my life. I don't believe that. And I feel like, what I'm saying? You just maintain and survive this world, then you transition on to the better part of the next life.
Yeah.
And I feel like there's good and evil sides to that afterlife too. I do believe that. But like I said, keep it simple. Just like you and me always used to talk about, you just gotta be good to each other, man. Keep it real, be good to each other. We're all the same. We all got the same wants and desires. We all got the same needs. Let's just help each other out and share the resources and get along.
Yeah.
But they can't do that. Can't do that. Evil people got a lot of power, man.
And they're in the comments, there are going to be people seeing you and me talking, and they're going to be slamming both of us because
man, that don't bother me, man.
We're not, I know, but that's just how the world works. Because we aren't saying what a lot of people want people like you and me to say when we talk. They want drama, they want fights, they don't want people going, man, let's look at humankind. Let's be human. Let's be kind.
Right. You want to know what I learned too, man?
Yeah.
A lot of people that think like us stay under the radar. That's why you don't hear so much from them, dude. It's a lot of people that think like us, dude. Way more than you think. And I know that because I keep going into situations where I'm around different types of people. And it's like, to hear what they're saying, it's like, dang, I wouldn't even have thought that about you. But like I said, the more I be around it and see that, they're just under the radar. They stay out the way. So they're not out here making noise and they ain't they're not dipping their nose into all this craziness is going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? They're staying under the radar. They don't, but some people got to stand up and say something. You know what I'm saying? You got to say like, hey, you look stupid being about that. You know what I'm saying? That ain't what the world is supposed to be like. And if you believe that, hey, I don't even associate with you, so you don't matter. And that's how I deal with people that think like that. I don't associate you, so you don't matter.
Yeah.
It's real simple, man. I'm telling you, it makes life very stress-free.
Let's go back to Amir Locke, the 22-year-old young man that police killed. Right. Does that cause you to have a talk with your boys?
No, in the past it did, but my boys know what's up. It's like, for one, I feel like my kids is protected on some spiritual level. And for two, it's like, I don't let my mind drift that way because I already know what the response would be. You know what I'm saying? That can't happen to my kid. Everyone, not everyone knows that, but every man knows you touch your child, you're going to flip out. Nobody can tell you nothing. You ain't think about no consequences. You ain't think about nothing. At least that's how I get if something happened to my kids. But end of the day, my sons, we already had that conversation. My sons are both in college right now. You know what I'm saying? And so we already had that conversation. Unfortunately, I had to tell them what to do just in case. But if they keep them alive, they keep them alive. But like I told you, we got to adjust to the world we're living in, man. We just got to adjust to the surroundings. This is what it is. But I got to tell you this much, though. man, that can happen to my sons. Like I hope that I'm too good of a person to happen to my sons, but because I know that if that happened to my sons, I will go to prison for the rest of my life. 100%, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Ain't nothing to discuss, ain't no court, none of that. And so it's like, that's why I just stay on my spiritual thing, and I'm protected, my kids protected. You know, you're not, you know, everything, life happens. You gotta die eventually. But I'm just saying, you can get some protection against all this evil, man, if you're spiritual. That's just my belief. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't gotta follow that, but that's just my belief. You know
And we got to stay in touch with each other, those of us that do have positive spiritual beliefs, because
right.
I have a feeling there's going to be less and less of us. You know,
They're just not, they're just under the radar. Like I said, they're just under the radar. It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Good.
It is, man. Trust me when I tell you that, man. I got friends, and like I said, I come across strangers. It's a lot of people that look like you, that think like you. More than you think, man. No bullshit.
Sometimes where I'm at, it doesn't feel that way to me.
Right.
You know.
You say in Indiana? In Indiana?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can believe that.
Yeah.
But you just gotta maintain, dude, and keep doing what you're doing, because it's just like, this ain't it. The Earth, this ain't it. You ain't even here that long. There's people that's here for 5 years. There's people that's here for 21 years. This ain't the end. If something goes on after this. So it's like, I'd rather play it safe and be good while I'm here, and that feels better anyways. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely it does. You know, the sad thing is, you said you had that conversation with your sons, you know, a while back out of necessity.
Right.
White people don't have to have that conversation with their kids, you know?
But that's, you know, and people pull it like that, man. It's like, it's some people put people in position.
Little things like that we need to kind of expose, to get people to think about how there aren't, you know, the white people in the white community have talks with their kids, but it's not about police killing them.
Right.
It's just not, you know, and it's a necessity in the Black community.
Right. And
I don't have an answer, but we got to keep talking about it until somebody comes up with some kind of way of saying, man, we got to be better.
You know what's crazy though? Remember I was telling you about people in power can ruin stuff? So you remember when George Floyd first got killed, and they were showing that killing on the news, and it was like the most craziest thing anyone's ever seen on live TV in their life? I swear, dude, it was like a unity I ain't seen before, where everyone had something in common. They thought that was fucked up.
Yeah.
But then politics came in and took advantage of the small fruit hillbillies or whatever they from that's over there talking that crazy stuff and talk crazy. They took advantage of, hey, y'all come over here. And then Democrats go over there, hey, y'all come over here. Like, oh, they don't care nothing about our community, but they're telling us what to say and how to feel and to feel outraged. We are here for you. But it's like, it was all a game. They took that opportunity where people were coming together and saying, you know what, this is ridiculous, right before our face. They took the opportunity and ruined it.
Yeah, politics, because they didn't want us to come together.
Yeah.
And they still,
people standing up. You know?
They still don't want us to come together.
Man, you see that, man? It's obvious, man. Like I said, look at Black Lives Matter. That's like a super diverse group of people that started off with the right agenda. They was just like, you know what? We're going to stand with our brothers because y'all doing our brothers wrong.
Yeah.
And it was like people was really coming together. Then, like I said, just happens to be that election year and all that crap. They just was like, ooh, we're about to jump. This is going to be our little tools we're about to use to win. And both sides seen it, and that's what they went for. And the people fell for it.
Yeah. And like we're not over it. You know,
right.
We're not over it. All right. Sports. A Black coach filed a lawsuit against the NFL because the NFL haven't hired enough Black coaches. And the man fell on his sword. You know, he's not going to get another job, more than likely.
Right.
And yet, you know, those are the kind of people we need to applaud, because they are standing up and saying something.
Right. I mean, I agree with that and all, but I don't know if you know the rapper Master P is.
I know the name. Yeah.
Right. So he's like a little entrepreneur type person or whatever. But to be honest with you, like even Ice Cube, you heard of Ice Cube before, haven't
Sure.
you? So Ice Cube, he started his own movie production. You know, he started his own basketball league. I just feel like, you know, I'm not a big complaining type. If something bothers me and gets under my skin like that, I'm gonna figure out some way to make it happen to change the situation.
Yeah.
That's how I am. I don't complain about nothing. So when people say that, it's like I applaud what he's doing because yeah, you want to be heard. That's your opinion. That's what you feel strong about, and there's a lot of people that agree to. Hey, do that. But me, I just feel like if you feel like you're being neglected from something, go get your own, make your own. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? Life's too short to be getting into situations that. I mean, like I said, I applaud what he's doing. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying nothing negative against that.
Oh, no,
I'm
no.
just saying, me personally, that
Yeah.
ain't how I move. I
Yeah.
figure, okay, that's what you're on. I'm about to go do this, and I'm gonna do it better than what you're doing.
And
That's the type of mentality I got.
And that's why I enjoy our conversations, because neither one of us says what people in our communities are expecting us to say. And
Yeah,
we
it
just,
just depends
we
on the
just
group.
talk real, we just talk real, and we just talk true.
Right. Like I said, you just gotta separate it. It's real simple, man. It's like there's some cool people around here, man, but then there's some weird people. And the older I get, the clearer, the easier I can see it. I can pick up on a person's energy probably with like 10 or 15 seconds of them speaking out of their mouth. And I decide, okay, how I'm gonna deal with this person. I'm gonna keep them at a very far distance and have short, brief conversations, or am I not gonna tolerate this person, or am I gonna this person I can be cool with? And so I just, like I said, my circle's super small and it's like that way for a reason. It's just life's too short. Take care of your family. Enjoy the time here. Stay stress free. You know what I'm saying? Chill out.
Yeah. All right. Let's end it. I got one final question. Who wins the Super Bowl?
The Minnesota Vikings.
Hey,
Man, to be honest with
hey.
you, man, I don't even know. Man, my Vikings ain't there, so I don't even. Ain't nothing to me, man. I'm Minnesota all day.
It's the Rams and the Bengals, Cincinnati Bengals and the Los Angeles Rams. And as far as
you gotta go with the underdog. You gotta go with the underdog. Man.
Oh yeah, I'm rooting for the Bengals. Ain't no doubt.
Right, you gotta go with the underdog.
But your Vikings, you got a coaching change. You're bringing in an offensive coach with a killer offense. You know, you got Justin Jefferson up there. You got Dalvin Cook up there. You got what's the white receiver's name?
Thielen.
Yeah, Adam Thielen. And you know, Cousins is a little bit hokey, but the dude can throw the football. So you got, you know, and you've had Zimmer up there who doesn't want to ever throw the football. He wants to do nothing but run it. And you got these explosive weapons. So hey, I'm a Bears fan, but I'm concerned about the Vikings. You know,
and the Vikings is gonna win the Super Bowl, man.
I can see that happening. The Bears ain't going. The Bears aren't going to. Bears aren't going to be in the Super Bowl. The Colts aren't going to be in the Super Bowl because they don't have a killer quarterback. You got to have that. You got to have that quarterback that you can look in his eyes and know that I'm going to do anything it takes to win. And
you ride with the Colts still? You still ride with the Colts?
I have to because I'm only 20 miles away from them. You know, but at the same time, I know they ain't going to win because of the way their team's built. But the Vikings, on the other hand, yeah, I see the Vikings in the Super Bowl in a couple of years, if not next year.
Yeah, I'm gonna loot as soon as they win too. I'm going to Best Buy when they win, man, and I'm gonna do it on camera.
I'll be up there. I'll be up there with my little camera, following you around. Here, Apollo's looting the CBX.
Then you get like 9 million views, man.
Oh, all right. Hey, let's do this again.
All right, man. Sounds good.
Let's don't make it so long. It's been a couple of months now. It's been a bit. So
you know what I want to do? You know what I want to do?
Yeah, what?
Man, I want you and Boss Talks to make amends and get back together. I want to be the mediator and get y'all two back cool, man.
Boss Talk?
Yeah.
What's up with him?
I don't know. It seems like you guys don't really get along anymore. You guys cool?
I don't have any. I don't have.
I'm saying you guys used to be really close, and it's like I feel like the old things we back in the day when we used to do when we first all met. We need to get back to that, man.
Okay.
And I feel like
I don't know if he'll be involved.
I'm saying I might reach out to him just to see if he's interested.
All right. Yeah. It'd be nice to have like a reunion show, man. Find
Right.
out what Galaxy's up to, and
Right.
you know, get everybody back together. Maybe even see if we can track down Star Child.
Right. Like I said, do a little video and just reach out. It's New Year. Let things go. Move forward.
All right, man.
I'll reach out to. I'll probably try to figure out his email and shoot him an email or something. I think he has an email, but yeah, I don't know. Like you said, reunion, so that'll be cool.
All right. We'll talk soon, man.
We'll figure it out. All right.
All right. Have a great weekend.
I love you, man. You be easy.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's all good, man. You know it.